welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jasmine. Thanks for watching. So as you guys can already tell by the description or the name of the video probably, I am giving you guys an update on my pregnancy. So I have been putting it off. I've just had a lot going on with school, trying to get everything. I'm working from home. I'm just trying to get everything, like, I guess, together. I've just been like, oh, I'll do it next week. I'll do it next week. And so finally, I'm getting around to it. So, yeah, my hair's a mess. But anyways, so I do want to let you guys know that I don't know. Okay, so basically I just want to let you guys know what all has been going on, I guess, with the pregnancy. This is my first pregnancy and it has been amazing. I cannot complain, and I hope that the rest of my pregnancies go this well because I'm just so thankful for it. But yeah, so anyways, so okay, so like I was saying, everything has been great just until this point. Maybe around 5 months is when it started. My feet started swelling on and off. Now they do it more often than not. I am drinking water. I am drinking anywhere from, well, I'm drinking more than 120 ounces a day. I've increased my protein intake because the midwives did tell me that it could be that. And I've also started drinking electrolytes. So it's just one of those things. I'm just like, okay, well, today they're not so bad. I'm like looking at them, they're not so bad. But there has been days where they do get pretty bad, uncomfortable. But normally by the next morning they're down and it goes back up from there. I am currently 29 weeks, so we have 11 more weeks to go. I cannot believe that. Time has just flown by. So that puts me at 7 months. So yeah, so it started off that we wanted to wait to find out the gender until baby was born, and then we just couldn't wait. So we went and got a ultrasound. So thankful for my mom because she helped us with that. She was like, I will take care of it if you guys want to find out. She's like, and so we were all for it. So it was me and Babe, my mom and his mom, to go find out the gender. And so we found out we're having a little girl. We're so excited. So yeah, so there was that. We're very impatient. So the fact that I thought we were gonna wait, I didn't even think about it. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna wait. Nope, didn't happen. But anyways, as far as my first trimester, was good. I'm like, what? It was good. I didn't have morning sickness. What else? The only thing that I'm having a hard time with is brushing my tongue. And that's been since the beginning until now. I just have to be careful because it makes me gag. And I did throw up once brushing my tongue, and oh my god, I just like about lost it. I was just crying. I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. I hate throwing up. And so the fact that it happened, I was just in tears. And that's why I'm so very thankful that I didn't have morning sickness, because it would have been game over for me. But I would have been miserable. But so yeah, so morning sickness was not, I didn't have any. I was grossed out by water. And water being like, if I wake up in the morning, I would wake up thirsty and I would go to drink water and it would just be super gross. So I couldn't do that. I tried drinking Topo Chicos, that helped a little bit. Or eating, I guess just eating something prior to drinking water, and that seemed to help. But then the rest of the day was fine. So that was that. What else? Cravings. I haven't had any crazy cravings for crazy food. I did, this is funny. I feel like I've told it, I don't know how many times, because so I would get these smells, and like I would be sitting down on the couch or like whatever doing something, and I would get like a whiff of the smell of the certain food, and I'd be like, oh my god, that sounds so good. But I like almost like if someone had it right next to me. Like, okay, for example, one time after dinner, we were sitting down on the couch, and all of a sudden I got the smell of trolelote, which is corn in a cup. And so nobody had any, like, I got the smell, and I was like, oh my god. I told Babe, I was like, do you smell that? And he was like, no, what? And I was like, you do not smell that? And he's like, no, what is it? And I was like, it smells like trolelote. And I wanted it. But that was it. I was just like, okay, just whatever. And so the following day, I remember he came home from work and he had bought me some. I was like, oh my god, you're the best. Same for chicharrones. One day we were at the store and I saw them and I was like, oh, that would be so good. I should get some. And then he's like, yeah, go ahead and get some. And I was like, no, I really have to be good about what I'm eating. He's like, no, just go ahead and get some. And I was like, no, it'll be fine. I don't need them, right? And so I came home, and then I had wished, and he was so right about this. He's like, you're not gonna get them. We're gonna get home, and then you're gonna wish you would have gotten them. Sure enough, we get home, and I'm like, I should have gotten them. I should have listened to him. But I didn't, and I'm like, it's fine. I don't need to be eating that. But I had mentioned it to my mother-in-law, and so she was like, oh, we have some here. She's like, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, do we have some? And she was like, yeah. She's like, I'll just go ahead and make you some. And so she made me a plate. I ate them so good. They were so good. And then there was this one time, and this was the worst craving that I had, because everything else was like, no, I can wait, like it'll be fine. It had been someone's birthday. I don't remember whose. And so my hair's a mess, so I keep playing with it. It's super dirty. So we had ice cream cake, and I remember this was like a couple days later. It was still in the freezer and it was still good. And I went to get some meat out in the morning, take it out for dinner. And I opened it and I saw it there, and I was like, that sounds so good. I'm like, no. And so I kept thinking about it, and I was like, maybe I'll have a little bit, like, you know, what is it? Portion control, right? I can get a small plate. It's fine. So, anyways, I like went back to work, whatever. So I went, made dinner, we ate, and then Babe after dinner was like, okay, I'm gonna go work out for a little bit. And I was like, okay. So he walked out to work out, and during that time I started doing homework, and I was like, okay, well, while he's working out, I'm gonna get me my little plate of ice cream cake. And I was tasting it. I was so excited over this. I was like, yes, you know, I had been thinking about it all day. I'm finally gonna eat it. So I walk over to the freezer, I open it, and I don't see it. And I'm like, okay. And so I start digging through, and I'm looking for it everywhere, and I don't see it. And I'm like, what the hell? This was just here earlier. And so I screamed. I was like, oh my God. I was like, is there no more ice cream cake? But loud, right? And so my mother-in-law was upstairs, and she goes, did you call me? And I was like, yeah. I was like, do we not have any more ice cream cake? And then that's when she was like, oh no, it's gone. I guess somebody had eaten it between the time that I had been eyeing it and the time that I felt like eating it. And so, which was fine. And I'm not a brat, you know, not like that. It's like, if I see it and it's gone, I'm like, okay, whatever. I probably shouldn't I probably don't eat it, right? It's fine. But no, she told me that, and my heart was just broken. Like, I wanted to cry. I was almost in tears. My eyes were super watery. And I was like, okay. And so I walked outside and I told babe, I was like, babe, the ice cream cake is gone. And he goes, no, it has to be somewhere. Ask my mom. And I was like, no, I did. And she said it's not there, that it's gone, somebody ate it. And so I guess he saw my eyes getting watery and he was like, no, it's okay. He's like, I'll take you to Brahms, let me finish my workout and we'll go. And I was like, okay. I'm like, okay. So we go. He takes me and I get this brownie fudge sundae, and it's like, it's so tiny, like that big maybe. It's tiny. It was the cutest little thing with like a scoop of ice cream, and that was it. And you know, like I was super happy. I got it and I was like, oh my god, yes. And so I get in I get it, and we're still in the car and we're driving. He's like, go ahead and eat it. He's like, you can go ahead and start. And I was like, no, I'm okay. I was like, I'm fine. And so he's like, okay. So as soon as we get home, I like plop down on the couch, open it, and I start eating it. I was in heaven. But apart from that, I haven't had any crazy cravings, any weird cravings. You know how they say that some pregnant women crave weird stuff? I don't know. Nope, I haven't had any of that. Which is nice. I can't imagine, like, I don't know, getting a weird craving or anything like that. I don't know. But so that's been that. It's been great. I was super sleepy in the first trimester. I remember I had a class and it didn't start until like later for spring. And so that whole time that I wasn't taking a class, I was sleeping. I would literally go to work, come home, and eat whatever and just like knock out. I was so tired. And then once second trimester started, I felt fine. I was like, okay, I have all my energy now. I felt so much better. I am in my third right now, and I feel like I'm starting to get more tired now. And they do say that you start getting tired, or you get more tired during your first and your third trimester. So I think that's why. I don't know. But I just had my gestational diabetes test. Last week I went in to get that done. And so what it is, you know, it's the sugary drink that you have to drink they say to drink it within 5 minutes from when you started, an hour prior to your appointment, so that they can draw blood. So I did it, and I kept hearing that it was gross and that it's disgusting and all this, and I'm like, oh god, what am I, like, I'm already like, this is gonna be bad, I don't want to drink this. And then who was it, someone told me that they liked it. They're like, I loved it, everybody else hated it. If you like sweet things, you're gonna love it. It's basically tastes like a Fanta of whatever flavor you have. And so they had given it to me, I think 2 months before my appointment, because with the whole COVID, I was doing one visit telehealth, the next visit go in, and so on, right? And so they gave it to me, and the only flavor that they had was orange. So I didn't even get to pick which one I wanted. She was just like, lime or orange? And then I was like, she's like, no, sorry, we only have orange. I'm like, okay, it's fine. But it was super good. It's like and it was cold. I had kept it in the fridge because that's what they said, that it's better if you keep it in the fridge. So it basically tasted like a not carbonated orange Fanta. So I drank it within a minute. Delicious. I was like, oh, this is easy. And then I wanted water after a while. I was like, oh, it's like a little too sweet on my palate. I need some water. But it was fine. So I passed that. So I'm excited so I was happy about that. I was worried because there was a little bit of a delay with them updating the medical records online. So I'm like, yes, I passed. So that was good. I am doing midwives versus an OBGYN. OBGYN, yeah. So I want to do a water birth at a birthing center, not at home. And so I'm not gonna say where I'm going for privacy reasons, but I have found that I wanted to go for midwives because they're more personable. I go in and basically it's like they'll ask me how's everything going. So my visits are normally 30 minutes to an hour, a regular visit. If it was just an ultrasound, then it's a lot shorter than that. But meeting with them, it's like we go over everything. If I have any questions, anything like that, they did recommend for us to take birthing classes, which they gave me a list of information of who I can contact. So I need to start looking into those we haven't. And I think with the whole COVID thing, it's going to be like something where it's online, like we pay for it and then they give us the video. And so like then me and Babe will go through the process of the birthing class. So I like that. What else? Yeah, so they've just been, if I have any questions, I don't know, and I don't know if they do this with everybody, not midwives, but doctors, if doctors do this with everybody, but I have a portal where all my medical records are on there, all my ultrasounds are on there, labs, everything like that. And so it's really cool because they have this message board where if I have a question and it's not an emergency, I can just message them and say, hey, this and this is going on. What can I do? Like with my feet getting swollen. I look out for signs to make sure that like not the rest of my body is swelling, like my fingers or my face. But it was just my feet. And it started like around 5 months, like I said. So I wanted to reach out to make sure that everything was fine, that it was normal, and not anything out of the blue, like something was going on in my body, and I didn't know about it, right? Or a sign of something else. So I reached out to them and I was like, hey, my feet have started swelling. I'm drinking lots of water. What else can I do? And I had also read about compression socks. So I did buy some. And so I messaged them and I was like, hey, what is there anything else that I can do to alleviate them? And they normally respond within 24 hours. So one of the midwives responded back and she was like, yes. She's like, be sure you're drinking electrolytes, increase your protein, compression socks, what else? Oh, and then take baths with Epsom salt. That should help. And I was like, okay, awesome. Instead of like having to call or go in and ask them to see me, and just stuff like that. I do like that. And like several times too with coffee, because I'm such a coffee drinker that when I got pregnant, I was like, I need to lower my intake or just cut it off. Right now I haven't been drinking any and it's fine. I started weaning myself from the beginning so that because I'm such a heavy coffee drinker, that if stopping was gonna make my head start hurting, or get headaches. So I was like, let me just wean myself, like less and less and less, and not every day, like maybe every other day. And so that was one of my questions too. I reached out to them to make sure that if I need a cup of coffee or wanted a cup of coffee, that it was okay to drink. If not, then I'm not gonna be drinking it. And so she had told, one of the midwives had messaged me back and she was like, yeah, I think as long as you stay under 12 ounces a day, a small cup, that it should be fine. If I drink coffee, it's normally 4 ounces of coffee and it's not every day. So I was like, okay, that's okay. But other things like that come to mind, then I'm like, oh, I have a question about this, but it's not an emergency, but they do have a midwife on call, right? For like when you go into labor, whoever is on call is the midwife that you're gonna get. So that's another thing. I think there's a total of 5 midwives, 5 or 6. So every time that you go, they try to schedule you with a different midwife so that you can meet all of them. And you feel comfortable with all of them so that whoever is on call whenever you go into labor is going to be the midwife who delivers the baby. Which I thought was pretty neat. Everybody is super nice. So we do want to do a water birth. Hopefully, if everything goes as planned, then we'll do that. the nearest hospital is also like a couple of blocks away from the birthing center. So if something were to happen and they need to transition my care, it would be to that hospital, and I don't have to like make a drive. You know, it's just like a little bit of a ways. And then another thing that I liked is that if anything were to happen and they have to transition my care, it's not like, oh, I'm transitioning it over to the doctor. It's like they do, but they come with you. They're always there for you until you give birth. And then once everything, like once you give birth, then they're like, okay, then like the midwife can leave or go on to doing the rest of the shift, whatever. So I like that because it's like I'm choosing you to be my provider, but if something were to happen that's out of your hands or that you need to transfer me, you're not just gonna leave me. So I like that. I mean, of course, I'm gonna have my husband there and my family, but it also feels good that your provider's not just passing you along. So I enjoy that. The baby is healthy. She's in the 59th percentile, definitely growing, almost 3 pounds now. Yeah, so we're excited. Apart from that, I think that's it. That has been my pregnancy. Like I said, it's been great. I'm very thankful. But yeah, just wanted to share with you guys. Let me show you my belly bump. It's definitely a big bump. And my awesome shirt. I love the shirt. So this is the bump. Definitely has gotten big and round. So I have no stretch marks right now. Doesn't look funny. My belly button has definitely popped. Yeah, so belly button is definitely a goner. It's not an innie anymore. Definitely an outie. Oh, I have been using this thing that I found on Amazon. I don't have any stretch marks yet. Deep breath. What's it called? The bio oil. I read really good reviews of it on Reddit, and like, because I was looking for something to prevent stretch marks or to not make them as something that was gonna make them, I don't know, kind of to help with them if I were to get them. And so I started that early. That's around the time when I started showing, because I feel like I started showing late. And then all of a sudden, it's like once I started showing, it was just like boom, there's the belly. So I started using it around 18 weeks. I read really good reviews, and then I bought it off of Amazon. I'll have to put in like a picture or something because I don't have it with me right now. But it's this oil and it dries fast. I put it on after the shower, and then just let it dry for a little bit, and I put my shirt and it's like not sticky whatsoever or oily or anything like that. It is an oil, but it's not like, it doesn't seep through to your clothes is what I'm trying to say. And so that's been helpful. I feel like, I don't know, some say that if you're gonna get stretch marks, that you're gonna get them, that it's hereditary. I don't really know how my bio mom did with stretch marks, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna get some if I do, or if I'm not gonna get any. I don't know, but just to me, I was like, let me get something so that I try to prevent it, or something that's gonna help towards it. And of course, lotion and everything. I was using lotion prior, but I started using it fairly early on, the bio oil, and it's helped. As you guys can see, I don't have any stretch marks. My belly will itch sometimes, but I just kind of like rub it. I don't scratch it or anything like that. And if I do, if I feel like if it starts itching, I just go put lotion on or more of the bio oil, because it just feels dry to me. If it's itching, I'm like, oh, it feels dry, so I'll do that. But other than that, really, it's been great. I've been working from home and I've been loving it. And I've been no makeup. So I look like a mess, but this video was overdue. I'm gonna give birth and then what? Post the video then? I think not. So yeah, anyways, so that was it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below or let me know anything that comes up. And then us using the midwives, if you have any questions about that, just let me know. But yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Just wanted to share with you guys my little journey. I do want to drop another video of what we're doing decorating for the baby, like her little nursery. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. We are putting her in our room. For now, I feel like she's very little, that we're not going to do her own nursery. So we're just gonna put the crib and everything in our room, of course, until she's gonna be sleeping in her crib. So that's what we're doing. So I'll post a video. I think we should be building the crib this weekend, or maybe it would already be up depending on when this video comes out. Like I said, I'm trying to finish. I'm fighting with these naps. It's just one and it's driving me crazy, and I haven't been able to kill it yet. But when I find it, anyways, so yeah, so I'm trying to finish this class. I'm almost done to get a good grade, and then I'll go crazy finishing the rest. So the crib might go up this weekend, but depending on when this video goes up. So hopefully I have time to edit it really fast and then it can go up. But yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, if you're new or if you're back, be sure to like this video somewhere, and comment if you have any questions, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so that you get notified anytime I post a new video. Thanks for watching.